Guys, in this video, we are going to review the movie titled Turning Tide by Maurice and Sonia Uche. This happened to be their first movie on air in this year 2024. I've already made a review of the part 1. This is part 2 review of Turning Tide of a movie, Turning Tide. Please, for better understanding, kindly watch the first review before you watch the second review for you to understand it in full. Okay, in the part 1 of the review, we stopped where Dana's friend, that happens to be Sonia Uche in this movie, succeeded in running her home. They completely destroyed her home and she came back home to serve her husband, yes, Oscar, being Maurice, a divorce paper. On his wheelchair, Dana served him a divorce paper without looking back. Oscar cried for help, for a second chance for him to heal. Dana refused and moved away with another man. That was the end of the marriage because after every persuasion, yes, Oscar finally signed the divorce paper. And Dana moved on with her life with her new lover that her friends, her old friends from school, arranged in order to completely scatter her home. They arranged a guy who will come into the life of Dana to drag her out of her husband's house and to make sure that they completely finish her. Immediately after the divorce, she moved on with her life with her new boyfriend, enjoying every luxury that she ever dreamed of, enjoying her life without disturbance, without knowing that it was her friends who arranged the guy to come into her life in order to finish her completely. Guys, there are a whole lot to learn from this movie. I swear. Okay, here, Maurice is just bitter, crying, like, how is he going to do this? Then when he went out of the main road to go and get something he want to arrange for himself and his 7-year-old girl, that was where he met a very young, beautiful lady that saved his life as she was driving nearly to hit Maurice on his wheelchair trying to cross the main road. The woman, out of sympathy, stopped and started asking Oscar why he should be crossing the highway on a wheelchair. Does it mean he doesn't have a wife or children to assist him? That was when, out of sympathy, the woman stopped and drove him home. And here, this particular picture you are watching, it is the time that Maurice Sam was telling the woman every story of his life on how his wife left him on a sickbed, on a wheelchair, to go out with other men. Guys, out of sympathy, Jenny now decided to stay with Maurice, to take care of Maurice, that is Oscar, and his 7-year-old girl. The woman, out of sympathy, started living with them just to care for him, to make sure that he get back to his feet before she can go back to her own destination. This was when the woman was reacting in anger. How could your wife leave you in this critical condition without taking care of you? That was what made her to say that she's going to stay with Oscar and his 7-year-old girl, just to be taking good care of them, to make sure that Oscar recovered fully before she can move on with her life. This is Oscar in tears as he tells the story of his life to a strange woman, Jenny, who insisted of knowing every damn thing that happened between him and the ex-wife, Dana. This is how Oscar and Jenny started living together. Yeah, while Jenny was trying everything possible to help Oscar to recover back to his feet. Yes, she tried by making him to take his medication, taking him to hospital. This is actually this picture you are watching now is the first work of Oscar. Yes, where Jenny forced him to make a move to walk. That was how he started walking. Through the help of Jenny, Oscar started walking. He stood up again for the very first time with his leg after many years that he has been using a wheelchair. And today happens to be a very beautiful day in the life of Oscar and Jenny, as what Jenny never expected in her life came to reality, where Oscar finally proposed and got married to her. Hey. And Oscar was once again fully happy as a married man once again. After the engagement and marriage of Oscar and Jenny, that is when a strong twist happened in this movie, where the newfound love of Dana that was arranged to her by her two evil friends drove her away. And now she was now looking for a place to live, a place to lay her head. She started calling her older cousin sister without knowing that her cousin is now married to Oscar, being her ex-husband. She called her cousin and lied to her cousin that her husband had an accident and died alongside with her daughter. And there she changed her name. She told her cousins to stop calling her Dana. She gave her cousin a new name to start calling her because after the incident, she don't want anyone to know her again with Dana after she moved in with a strange man. Here is when she was calling her cousin directed her to the apartment of Oscar. When she got to the address that was given to her by her cousin, she was shocked. She could not believe that. She told her cousin, I think this is a wrong address. Her cousin said, no, this is where I live. When she came inside, her cousin was so happy and informed her husband that my cousin is now here. It was a shocking moment in the life of Dana and also Oscar. Yes, Oscar could not believe his eyes that he could see Dana again looking so tattered and so unkempt before him after leaving him for a greener pasture, after leaving him to go and flex with important men that matters in the society. Hey, it was not an easy stuff in this moment in the life of Oscar and his new wife, Jenny, because Jenny could not believe that she's now being married to her own cousin ex-husband. She could not believe her eyes based on the scenario and how her own cousin could have the mind to abandon her own husband in a critical condition. She blamed her cousin for everything that happened, which Dana is now blaming her friends that misled her to leave her husband and also to abandon her husband to go out and flex with important men. Hey, no be small something. Abeg, make una dey learn, sha. Guys, this is the moment that Dana is flexing with her newfound love that promised her to go and divorce her husband, that he is going to get married to her. And don't forget that it was all arranged by her fake friends, her wicked friends that want to destroy her marriage at all costs. And this guy here is just playing along. Immediately that Dana divorced her husband, she moved in immediately with this guy without knowing that it was rearranged, it was packaged by her friends that want to destroy her. Guys, we are going to continue the last episode in my next video for you to know if actually or what later play out in the movie. If Oscar later forgive her, or if the cousin sister Jenny later forgive her, or what really happened at the end of the movie. We are going to be talking about it in the last episode, that is part 3 of this critical review of the movie called Turning Tide. I hope you have learned a whole lot. Please, for more updates, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. Like this video and share for others to watch. God bless you. Don't forget to watch the part 1. This is the part 2 of the review. Thank you.